really? Why? We're not doing that here, okay? No. Hi guys, and welcome to a new video here on my channel. My name is Sandy. Thank you for joining me here today in our cozy catty corner of the internet. Now, if you're new here, we do a lot of bookish media fun videos here on the channel, and if this sounds like something you're enjoying, make sure you hit the subscribe button. It really helps. And if you're returning, Kisses, thank you for coming back. I love you the most. Now, in today's video, I literally want to rant with you guys, okay? And I want to talk to you about top 3 worst moments in TV history, okay? We're gonna talking some finales, some scenes, some very powerful shit right here, and I just felt the need to vent. So I'm in that type of a mood right now, in which I just want to rant with you and vent about those things and how they ruined so much good that they have done up to that point, okay? And because I don't want to rant too much, we're gonna talk about my top 3, okay? So, without further ado, let's just get into it. Now, those TV moments are living in my head rent-free, okay? And we're gonna rank those 3 moments from I am still disappointed to this is still marking me to this day. So let's just get into it, and I'm gonna tell you my number 3 here, which is the Chuck finale. This is a series finale, okay? Both the last season, and the series finale, which, oh my god, makes me angry just by remembering of it, okay? Now, it's a very personal one, okay? Because Chuck in its own, as a TV show, I feel it's severely underrated. I've heard that when it got launched, it was pretty popular, maybe decreasing popularity due to the finale, which I would not be surprised about. It wouldn't be the first show to get through this, but this was such a good one, and I was so excited about it, and I was so hyped, and oh my god, I loved it so fucking much. And then I got to the finale, and I got scarred for life. I mean, some people like to be nice about it and call it like a bittersweet ending. No, this was the crappiest crap ending that could ever be done, okay? I get what they are trying to do, the metaphorical sacrifice bullshit. Okay, I cannot stand this finale, you guys. I think they just ruined all the good things that they built in their relationship and everything that got lead up to that point. Simply for what? To just be artistic about at the end? No. We don't want artistic in that moment. We want a nice, not necessarily happy ending. It doesn't mandatory have to be a happy ending, though after 9 or 10 seasons, you kind of want something at least to feel closure, not necessarily happy, but something to make you feel something, and that will just feel like the wrap up for that chapter, okay? And that's what this was not. This was everything but that. It was so annoying, so frustrating, the whole semi sort of an open finale to an end. No. This was so freaking bad. Not sure, guys. If you let me know in the comments down below if you watched this and what you thought of it. Maybe you enjoyed it. Maybe I'm that 1% of the humanity that just watched the show and completely hated the finale. And that's fine. If that's the case, it's perfectly fine. But I could not stand it. I just felt the need to rant with you, okay? So yeah, that will be my number 3. Then, my number 2 here, while this is a very popular choice because people have written petitions to redo the whole season simply because they hated how it turned out so much, and that will be Game of Thrones finale. Now, we all know that Game of Thrones has a very interesting history here, and the fact that we were expecting to have the last book, that never actually happened by the time the TV show got to the season finale, so they had to improvise, and then, of course, we got our Martin that went out and said, no, this is completely different from what he had in mind, that he wanted something else. Well, why didn't you do anything about it? I mean, literally, it just led up so nicely up to that point, and then just everything blown. And not in a good way, it just, it burst into flame, like internal combustion, very unsatisfactory, nothing good came out of that season, I swear to God. Not to talk about the finale, so you may know, I mean, I think there is 1 or 2 nice scenes that came out of the whole finale, okay? But most of these were just frustrating and annoying. Period. I mean, they killed some of my favorite characters, which it's a theme for Game of Thrones, which is fine. Don't get me wrong, it's fine. But the way they killed Daenerys. Spoiler alert, I'm pretty sure you already know that. But the way they killed her, and just, okay, not even the fact that they killed her, even though I'm still slightly pissed about it because I absolutely love her as a character and everything. But regardless of that, I could have been on board with that if it would have made a bit more sense, okay? But it didn't. Not at all. And not to mention the fact that instead of her slowly going into madness, because that was the trend all along, that was the whole point, to follow in the footsteps of her father, which was a mad king, okay? Mad. So it was right there in the title. It was meant to happen. You know the flip the coin thingy? Whenever a Targaryen is born, the gods flip a coin on how sane they are? Well, it was quite right there. But she went literally from slowly driving into madness to just blown in, no contest, just fall off a cliff and never recovered. And that's exactly how it felt. It was so unnatural, it was so frustrating, it was so annoying. And the fact that the whole White Walkers plot was so easily defeated, it was such a cheat code. You cannot just simply, because you kill the king, everything disappears. Really? Really, then why would he be in the battle? Why would he be front and center? He's not indestructible. Why? That makes absolutely zero sense. I get that he's very powerful and it's very hard to kill them, only using the stone, I think dragon stone, I believe it's called. I'm gonna correct myself on the screen. Regardless of that, he knew that almost nothing here can kill him. Still, why would he be front and center? That makes zero sense. If that would have been that easy to defeat them, no, that's so stupid, it's so freaking stupid. Plus, literally, they only got to the north? I mean, come on, at least cross a bit the whole country. At least get to the south. I mean, Cersei was against this for the whole time. That would have been a good wake-up call. Not to... Also. Really? Cersei? And the ruins? Really? After everything that she's done, after everything she accomplished, after the badass character that she was, really? You bury her alive? And Jaime, they built such a nice character arc for him, and he got such a nice development of things, just for in the last moment to switch everything up and be back to square one. Really? Really? Also, Bran's character, the whole mighty three-eyed raven, what did he do? Nothing. Okay, we know that Jon Snow is now a Targaryen, but that's it. That's literally the only useful thing he did. And, well, he also had a killer stare. But that's kind of about it. What the hell is with that? What's the point with that? I mean, that's such a cheat code, that's such a shortcut, frustrating thing to do things. Literally, and the whole plot of him being the three-eyed raven is that what, he will become the king? Really? Really? Why? Why? Because he's in, like, I don't know, Switzerland? So annoying, so frustrating. No. I will have to be honest with you. I was very much with the group that wanted to redo the whole season. I know that would have never been possible, but I would have not said no to that. I woke up at 5 a.m. every morning for that season for nothing. Simply to just get more and more frustrated as we went along. And I'm the sweetest, more optimistic, more light-hearted person in terms of judging TV shows and stuff, but no. This was not it. That was really, really not it. So yeah, that will be my number 2. Now, about number 1, you guys. You thought I had a rant here with number 2 or number 3? You're not ready for this. This is one of the most frustrating things I've ever done. I get actively so fucking angry whenever I think about it. Well, which is a theme for all of this. But this one is in particular, it just frustrates me so much. And before I get to tell you exactly what happened, I'm just gonna mention to you a bit of context. So first and foremost, Friends is one of my all-time favorite TV shows. It's there in my gut tier, is my number 1. It's been my number 1. It's never gonna be deranked ever, ever, ever again. Okay? All clear or good so far? Okay, perfect. Now, they did a modern take to Friends, which was How I Met Your Mother. Which, in my humble opinion, being a true stan Friends for life, I believe it would have been better for the modern audience than Friends. It would have caught up and be more iconic, more remembered, more out there than Friends if they would just do it justice. If they would do it properly. And it was such an amazing journey up to the final season. Up to the point in which, okay, we were at the end of season 8. So good. So freaking good. A bit weird that Ted still did not find the love of his life up to this point, but you know what? We're patient. We're gonna wait. And not just that, but the Robin and Barney combo that no one saw coming. It's very much a Monica and Chandler situation that caught up so well, and the chemistry and everything they had, amazing, unbelievable. I had no idea. I needed that couple more. They were so freaking good together. They're like two peas in a pod. Okay, and I absolutely loved it. I adored the whole plot, the whole idea, the whole arc. It was just my favorite thing from the whole show, okay? So, we up to the finale of this season, everything was nice. Things were going great, okay? Then last season happened. First and foremost, how can you spend an entire season with a wedding? Or most of the last season with a wedding. How long can it take to organize a fucking wedding? And no. Not just to organize it, it's a wedding in itself. How long does it fucking take for that? So first it was dragged and dragged and dragged again. And stretched and... Okay. That happened. Okay. They finally got married. Perfectly fine, perfectly. Okay, we... endlessly, after endless and endless days and episodes, they finally got married, okay? And Ted finally met the love of his life. So the trend is going down a bit, but still not quite there yet. So he found the love of his life, the one that we were dragging for like, I don't know, 9 seasons? Yeah, up to this point this is season 9, so... This is a moment that we've all been waiting for since season 1. That's the fucking title of the TV show, okay? Agreed? Agreed. And for what? For her to die in literally 2 episodes. And for Ted to simply get married later to Robin. That's what we've done. That's what we've been doing for 9 seasons. This happened in the pilot, for fuck's sake. Why? Just let the men be happy. If the whole season would have ended with him being, I forgot her name, with his wife, and then Robin with Barney and everything, you know what? Would have been a bit unsatisfactory, but it would have been a bit better. No, they had to ruin every single little good thing they ever did just to blow it right there in the last episodes. This is so freaking bad that I'm not sure if you know, but there is like an alternative ending on YouTube that is more popular than the actual last season. And especially last episode of the last season. How come it be something so bad that the fans literally made and promoted that alternative ending and they refuse to accept the real one as the actual one? But you know what? I totally get it. I'm on board with the YouTube ones because that's bullcrap. That's just bullshit. That's nothing. You cannot do that. Not to get someone so fucking invested in 9 years, because this was back in the day in which was a season a year. So around 9 years of this for what? To get everything ruined and to lose everything in the last episode? Nope. Nope. Absolutely no. No. We're not doing that here, okay? No. I refuse to acknowledge the existence of that. Okay? Whew. Okay, let's calm ourselves down, because we've been ranting here for a bit and we got angst a bit, okay? So those are 3 moments. 3 shows that literally had everything. Everything they could have hoped for and more. Everything, and then just fumbled at the finish line. They just stumbled upon and then jump off a cliff, okay? It was just so bad. so bad. But yeah. That's my ranting session over. I feel way better. I vented. I feel relieved. Let me know in the comments down below what's your worst TV moments. Do you agree with my thoughts? Did you actually like this? You know what? If you like this, I'm actually gonna say respect, because you most probably are on the side of things that are more of unpopular opinions, but you know what? I absolutely respect it. If you love those moments, let me just know down there in the comments, how do you see them? What do you love about them? What makes them different for you? Because maybe seeing those moments through your eyes will actually make it better for me. I don't know, who knows? But let me know down there, regardless of that. And also let me know what's your worst moment in TV history. Maybe it's one of this, maybe it's something else. I do know a few other popular ones, but I haven't saw them, so I know that the finale of Lost is considered to be pretty bad. I believe Stranger Things and The Boys also finished pretty roughly. So I've heard of some others, but I haven't watched them, so I cannot pronounce myself too much on that. But yeah, those would be it for me in that. So yeah, let me know that down there in the comments. Also, if you want more day-to-day in life or shorter bits, make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok and on Patreon for more random free reactions to things that I watch and listen, just to share them with you. So yeah, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit that like button if you enjoy our ranting session here. And also, thank you again for choosing to spend the day with me. And until the next time I see you, stay cozy in your chaos, you guys. Bye!